If you are on Depop, I'm sure that you've seen this fold before. Out of nowhere, this fold blew up and became almost the exclusive way that people style and merchandise their items when they're selling on Depop. So in today's video, I asked over 20 sellers, many of whom are verified Depop top sellers, what they think about the trend, if it actually helps with their sales or their engagement and the aesthetic of their shop. We're gonna find out in today's video, you guys. Does the Depop fold, this dreaded Depop fold that many people hate, many people love, does it actually help with your Depop shop? We're gonna find out in today's video. And make sure to stick around until the end of the video because I will be using all of this information that we gather for a top secret project that I will be doing exclusively on YouTube. So make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are into Depop thrifting and vintage content. Let's get into it, you guys. So here we are, you guys, over 20 Depop folds that I found. All I did to find these was I typed in Y2K vintage and I found all of these accounts that are doing these Depop folds. I actually directly messaged all of them. And I want to say that like 80% of them got back to me. I did message them a few days ago. And shout out to all these sellers, you guys. They were all super helpful. I never want to like spam or annoy anyone on Depop. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this for like a concept for a video, but all of them were super helpful. We'll be looking at all of their shops. I've been selling on Depop full time for over 5 years. I have seen this fold in the past year kind of start to form and happen. I personally don't understand it. I'm a little bit older than most of these people that are doing this fold. So I genuinely wanted to ask them, like, do you think this is an aesthetic thing? Do you think it actually helps with sales? I was actually surprised by what a lot of people said. So we're going to get into some of these messages. We're going to be pulling up the listings, looking at them a little bit, and then just seeing if they did respond to my messages. But this is the layout. You know, it's normally scrunched up in the middle. Some of them even like twist it into like a little spiral, which is very interesting to me. Basically, a lot of people have been saying this is just for aesthetic. It gives it a little bit more of like a look of like wearability, or it looks like it's more not just like a flat box. I kind of am understanding more, which is actually crazy. The Unk is actually learning. Like, I'm kind of understanding it a little bit more, and this is going to translate into a secret project that I'll reveal at the end of the video. But here are the pictures that we got. I think it's mainly just kind of making it not just look super boxy. It makes it more like lived in, and the main thing is kind of like scrunching up in the middle, doing this like fold with the sleeves where it kind of like creates a triangle right here. And yeah, I did message this person, and I know for sure that they did message me back. So this is No Limit Vintage. Let's see what they did say. So this is the message that I sent to every single person. I just copy pasted it. I said, hey, can I ask you why you lay your shirts this way? Do you think that it helps with getting sales, or is it just an aesthetic thing? This is the message I sent to all of these accounts. They messaged me back. This person said, hi, ever since I started laying the shirts this way, I've attracted more buyers. To answer your question, it helps with getting sales and it's more aesthetically appealing. And then I just said, interesting. Thanks for your response. I really appreciate it. They just said, of course, man, anytime. So this one is kind of like, they're not giving us any real proof, which I'm not expecting these people to be like, and here's the proof and here's why. But like, if they're saying, which a lot of these buyers, like spoiler alert, a lot of these buyers are saying that it helps with engagement, which is why I kind of want to try doing this. And I kind of tried to grab like ones that are pretty, like this hoodie is like, that's a crazy Depop fold. This one, crazy Depop fold. Do you see how super folded up it is? Let's look at this one right here. And theirs is like super Depop folded. There's like a triangle here at the bottom, scrunched up. Like, this is some crazy work. Like, this actually takes some time to like lay out your items. It's funny because most people say that it looks like people just kind of like threw it on the ground, but you gotta kind of like take some time to merchandise this. If you guys didn't know, I used to actually work full-time as a manager in retail, and I did focus on men's merchandising. So stuff like this does kind of like take a decent amount of time. But here's the little spiral. I've seen a couple people do this. And again, on one of their other listings, we have this spiral right here on the Old Navy shirt. So this is the one that I actually ended up messaging them about. And let's see what they said. They said, I think it helps a little bit to grab the eye of people, but personally, I've heard that listings showing the item on the body, like how you do it, usually brings in the most views and sales. So that's what I do. I model all of my listings, as you guys can see here in these little thumbnails of all my message conversations. I've been modeling all my clothes that I've been selling on Depop for like 5 years now. And that's just something that I've always done. It's something that Depop in the past has mentioned that it does help with engagement, it helps with sales, helps get people on the Explore page. I'm not entirely sure if it's still true. I just know that Depop doesn't favor hangers or like mannequins. So don't use hangers, don't use mannequins. But this new like flat lay Depop fold thing has really mesmerized me these past couple months. So it's interesting to see that someone that is doing this is telling me that the way that I'm selling my clothes or the way that I'm photographing my clothes is probably more ideal. Let's find another person and look at also when I saved all of these, none of them were sold. So we have 2, 4, 5 of these listings within like, I want to say 48 hours that I've messaged people on that have sold. These listings are selling, you know, people are buying them. Some people apparently do like the aesthetic of them. This one has 8 likes. likes. So here's this one. We have like this big fold right here, kind of tucked up, these other little folds. And then even with the back, kind of crazy. I do think that this person did respond to me. And look at, we have 730 sales right here. So we do have a lot of top sellers. I want to say almost half the people that I asked this question to, the why do you lay your shirts like this? I want to say almost half of them are verified top sellers on Depop. So these are people that are making sales. These are legit verified Depop accounts. So this person was very kind. They said, hey, yeah, maybe that and some mild OCD, like if a tee doesn't lay all that symmetrical as it is, I think listing with some good clean folds will attract a buyer over one without, but I'm sure it just depends on the person. Like if a seller carelessly threw a piece on the floor, pictured it and called it a day, for example, I put my money on a buyer that took a few extra seconds to make it look presentable to get the sale off first. Mad subjective though. So I think they understand that like it's a very subjective, it's like a taste thing at the end of the day. It's taste, it's aesthetic. I think it's for the younger generation. So they understand that like overall, if you present your item a certain way, it's going to attract a certain buyer. I think that's kind of the like link that I've been making at the end of the day. Like if you just lay your shirt out completely, you know, clear for someone to see, someone might just buy it because they're like, okay, I understand what I'm buying. Some other kids like actually want it to like look styled. So that kind of makes sense. You know, people style mannequins, people style within shops, they merchandise. So I've honestly, within the past like day of me messaging these people, I've been making more connections in my mind about why people do it. Okay, so this person I did message, look at 21 likes actually. So decent amount of engagement. We have offers being sent on this item as well. So Gabe's Closet. So I did message this person and they did get back to me. I said, do you think this helps with getting sales or is an aesthetic thing? They said it's a bit of both, boosts views and sales for some reason and looks pretty good. So I mean, they're giving their personal opinion. They think that it looks good and it boosts views and sales. So again, something that I want to test a little bit later. I mean, I think it's pretty subjective to be able to actually define that this fold equals sales. We got the triangle going on right there. We got Slick, I believe, actually kind of a cool username. I like that username. Oh, this is shout out to Josh. So he actually said, yo, what the hell, bro? I watch your YouTube videos. I love your videos. It's definitely gotten me more likes and sales from when I used to do flat lays. So this is good because this is someone that actually probably used to do just normal flat lays. This is someone that switched it up into this style of folds. And as we can see, they have almost 400 sales. So this is someone that actually used to just do the normal method. They're doing this new Depop fold, as we call it. It might be more appealing to the eye, I'm guessing. So they stuck with it. It helped me. And then, you know, I said, thanks for your response. I appreciate you watching the videos. They said, will this be in the next video? It's called the Depop fold, by the way. That's what people call it. I said, possibly. So shout out to Josh. Shout out to Slick, I believe is your name. Appreciate the info. This is actually some good info because it's someone that's done the normal fold before and they've moved on to the Depop fold. So let's go to this next item, which is sold. By the way, we have these little, you know, the Depop folds going on right here to give it some more life. The thrift department. This is a verified top seller with over 300 sales. Let's see what they said to me. Again, another person that watches the video. Shout out to you, thrift department. What's up, Loveless? Love the videos. But yeah, to be honest, I think both because it's the aesthetic I want to feel for my page. So sales are made by my organization of every item having similarities. Okay. Plus this is a trendy way to post vintage clothes. And personally for me, when I'm shopping, it's very picture pleasing. So this is a person that they understands it's a trend. To them, they like it as well. So this is a person that actually likes the way that the clothes are folded. Some people, they want the aesthetic. They want to see the piece folded the way they like it compared to just like, here is the shirt, the way that I've been listing all my items for years. So this is why I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, because do we switch up the folds? Are we going to switch up the folds here? Shout out to Thrift Department for answering. I really appreciate it. We got Shrimp Vintage. I do remember they answered me as well. We got the Depop fold going on here. Let's see what they said. It honestly does help with sales. I think it's just more appealing for the eye to look at. So again, we have another person just saying that it's aesthetically pleasing. It's trendy, so it's going to translate into sales. This is a pretty crazy one. Like, I can't even tell what the graphic is because it's so faded. The dimension of the shirt, it's just like so zoomed out. When I'm taking a picture, I'm listing an item. I want like the shirt to be the forefront, not all of this like negative space as we see here in the background. Like, I don't like all that negative space. So this shirt is just extremely Depop folded. We can't even tell what's going on here. So this one interested me. Let's see if You and Me Thrifted answer me. I messaged them about this. They said, hey, I've noticed that this is the way Depop likes items. I would say it's partly for aesthetic, but I've tried multiple ways of taking pictures, and this is the best way I've seen stuff sells. Also, I watch your videos. You always have cool stuff. So You and Me Thrift, shout out to you. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for answering me. This is another person that's tried multiple ways. So this is someone that's maybe tried modeling their clothes, maybe tried folding their items or laying out their items different ways. And this is something that Depop is pushing. So it seems like Depop is pushing or favoring these style of listings. I just thought this fold was crazy right here. We got the little fupa pack. We got the little pouch right there. Let's see outfitted. Let's see see if you answered me. They did. It definitely helps with sales, and then I didn't respond because it was just pretty short, but then they come back and they actually said, I saw someone do it one time when I was first starting out, and I was just looking for someone to basically copy their technique, and that is not a bad thing to do, you guys. If you guys want success on Depop, look at a page that you guys like, look at a page that's making a lot of sales. There's nothing wrong about replicating or taking, you know, influence from them, but always put your own twist on things. That's a good thing to do, especially on Depop. I actually re-uploaded most of my old pieces 10 a day instead of ordering new inventory, and the sales continuously kept going up, even though it was the same items going back into the store. So again, this is someone that's tried listing items a different way. They re-uploaded their same items just with a different fold, and they're selling, which is crazy. So with that little experiment, it genuinely showed me that whatever I was doing was working, so I've just continued doing that. And they said, love your content. So shout out to Outfitted. I appreciate you watching my videos as well and helping us, because that's interesting that someone actually kind of like did their own experiment with this, and it actually helped with engagement and helped with sales. We're getting a little bit more proof here. We're actually having some actual results here with people doing this. Thrifts Mafia, I believe they did message me as well. This sweater sold almost 20 likes, and this fold is crazy. Look at this fold, man. It just, to me, it just looks like a Dorito. It looks like a Dorito. It is absolutely insane. I don't understand it, but I do understand it at the same time. I'm starting to understand it more. They said, yeah, I just think it looks better. I guess IDK if it would help with sales, but I think it's better than not folding it to look nice. Mine might be a little extra, so they even kind of acknowledge that their folds might be a little bit extra, but they do think that it looks better than just like completely flat laying the item, which I'm starting to understand a little bit. We got a couple more to look through, you guys. Actually, I think almost everyone messaged me back. I don't think anyone that I messaged didn't message me back. I did forget to message that one person that we saw earlier, but I think almost everyone's messaged me back. Sizzle Thrifts, a verified top seller, almost 800 sales. I do believe that they messaged me back as well. They said both. I lay it flat as well in these photos, but it's just a looks cool as the cover photo. Okay, so wait, let's actually go back. Yeah, okay, so they do. Okay, so I did see some people saying that they do merchandise it. They flat lay it this way and then they lay it normal, and I think it does maybe like help grab the eye more, like we've been seeing with like some people actually like this aesthetic, but then if you go to the listing, then you can actually see that it's actually just flatly laid out. I think this is actually like a really good way to be doing it if you are going to do this style, to actually lay it out normally. I want to say like normally, like, you know, in a nice way. Not that I don't think this is normal. This has become the new norm, but that's very interesting. I do think that this is a good thing to be doing. You know, this is a good thing to have both of the folds right here. So shout out to Sizzle Thrifts for that information, for helping us with that. We got a few more. We got Junior Ray. This one was pretty excessive. We have 8 likes. It's in a person's bag though, with the $50 price tag with the center swoosh. Look at that. That fold is just extra in a good way, but like, you know, extra. But look at, here we go. Shout out to Ray Sells with the full paragraph. Hey, I just want to say I love your videos. I was even watching your new one in school today. So hey, shout out to you for watching my new video. For me personally, when I see posts with the same type of fold as the cover image, it entices me to just click on it or like it because it makes the item look more aesthetic overall. I used to just lay the sleeves folded down on top of the garment, which is exactly what I've been doing right now. That's exactly what I do right now. But after switching it to this type of fold, I definitely noticed an increase not only in sales, but an increase in how much I'm able to sell each piece for. So it even kind of maybe puts you in a higher bracket because it's more of the aesthetic and trendy thing to do with your items, so you price them up a little bit. Interesting. What I think is that the circular look, and what they're talking about is like, see how it almost like looks like a full circle, almost like an hourglass kind of thing, makes especially the streetwear look more streetwear-y, if you know what I'm saying. So it just gives it more of a body. It makes it look more aesthetically pleasing, more trendy. And, you know, people are all about like the baggy stuff and the fits of things. So I get it, you know, adding a little bit of a life to your items. You know, I'm starting to become a believer. I'm actually starting to become a believer. Let's check out the last person that I messaged. I do believe that they messaged me back. Yeah, Y2K Depop Demon. So this is an account that is the Y2K Depop Demon headquarters right here. Verified top seller, almost 900 sales. I did message them and ask, and they did say, hey bro, I only posted that one shirt like that because I think it's funny as that people do that. So they're just even acknowledging that they think it's funny, they think it's like a trend, so they just decided to do it. They only have one item posted like that? Oh, they actually do. They only have like maybe 1 or 2 where they kind of have that Depop like fold going on. Most of their items are actually kind of like flat laid normally. Kind of insane that you messaged me because I was just watching your video on Depop sales last night. Hey, shout out to Y2K Depop Demons for watching the content. We sell full time on Whatnot. There's their Whatnot if you want to check them out. But yeah, it's funny that like, you know, even people that might not normally be doing this fold are trying out this fold because They think that it helps with engagement. They think that it helps with sales. And that leads me to my announcement with what we're going to be doing with this information, you guys. And this is exclusive to YouTube. So you guys are the first ones hearing about this. This is the first time I've ever talked about this. At the Depop Fold. I have 3 followers? What the heck? This is the first time I've ever posted about this. This is my official secondary Depop account. I've had a lot of people ask me to start a Depop account from scratch and see how my sales would be, not attached to, you know, my social media presence, my following or whatever. That's exactly what we're going to do on this account. The only place I will be posting about this account, the only place I'll be public about this account will be on my YouTube channel, updating you guys with the sales and everything that I'm going to be doing with this account. My overall goal for this account is to do this. I will be posting everything on this account, only using the Depop Fold. I will be posting almost exclusively Y2K vintage, trendy items. Carhartt will probably be an exception, but mostly Y2K vintage. I know Y2K vintage is kind of like on the downslope right now, but better late than never. We're going to do this, you guys. We're going to do the Depop Fold account. If you guys want to follow it, you guys can follow along with the journey. I'm going to start posting on it very soon. I'll have an update video for you guys, seeing what sales we get, seeing how I list my items. You know, I'm going to have to master the Depop Fold first. That's going to be the project, you guys, the Depop Fold project, the building a Depop from zero, from nothing, from scratch, with no promotion. We're going to see what we can grow it into. If I can grow this into another income, if I can get verified, that'd actually be crazy too, if I could actually get verified on this account. So if you guys want to follow along, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to drop a like on this video. I know this video was a lot of me just rambling on about the Depop Fold. Hopefully you guys stuck around to the end to see the secret message of me starting a Depop account from scratch. And I really appreciate you guys being here on the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. We're getting close to 20K subs. I will see you guys in the next video. New videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Drop a like on the video. This was Jackson with Loveless Vintage, or the Depop Fold, coming soon. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, you guys.